If you are a driver, you own a car, a vehicle of some sort, then you will know that every year you have to take your car to an MOT test. Did you know that the acronym MOT actually stands for Ministry of Transport? And when you take your car to the garage for the MOT test, what do? They simply just take your car through different tests, checking it to make sure that it's roadworthy. They will check it for safety features such as your steering, the brakes. They will check it for the lights as well, and the seat belts and the exhaust emissions as well. Did you know that we as human beings also have our own MOT test? It's not the Ministry of Transport, but let's put it in this sense, it's the moment of truth. Yes, we all need a moment of truth, because when we have a moment of truth, it helps us to realize and recognize the impact of our decisions and where it has landed us. And it's in that moment when we realize that there are better things, but it takes humility to do this. You know, when Jesus is telling this parable about the son who goes away and spends all of his money and his inheritance, that son has a moment of truth. And Jesus lets us know what that moment of truth is and what it looks like. Because in verse 17 of chapter 15 of Luke, Jesus says this: when he came to his senses, he said, "How many of my father's hired men have food to spare? And here I am starving to death." Can you hear that moment of truth? He compares his situation to the situation not of his brother in the father's house, but of the servants in the father's house. Why? Because he realizes the situation that he has gotten himself in, whereby he is now a servant of that land and a person in that land, and he is now even willing to eat what the pigs are eating. That is nothing to be compared to being a servant in his dad's house. And that's what happens to us. We in our decisions land ourselves in a situation that's actually worse than what we would have been had we chosen to be with God. And God wants us to take a moment of truth, to sit down and to just simply think to ourselves where our decisions have landed us without him, and where we should include him so that our decisions will work out good as they should. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I'm saying that it will work out as it should for our good. The comparison is there. How many of my father's servants have food to spare? And here I am. So, thing is this, deep down inside, we know what the truth is. But the question is this: will we accept it? Have your MOT, your moment of truth, and think to yourself, where have my decisions landed me? And realize this, that God is a good Father, that he loves you. His door is always open for you to come in, because Jesus made that way for you to come to the Father in prayer. Know that the Father is waiting to accept you. God the Father will accept you, and that he loves you. He wants the best for you. So have your MOT, come back to your senses and go to him. Come to Jesus. God the Father is waiting for you to accept you in his family through his son, Jesus Christ. God bless you. Have a wonderful week.